Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Because we thought it's not working, but I guess it's working.
It's working.
Okay. Hare Krishna Jai. Saturday Sanga. Welcome, everyone. Nice to see you all. On this spring Saturday in, where are we? Vistkiki, this township is called. Vistkiki. I think someone was under the influence of something when they gave that name to the town. Okay, let's see. How are we doing with translation? Today we don't have Tira Lalita with us for Hrivatsky. So I don't know if there's need for Hrivatsky, Croatian. Esther, you're okay with English. Anyone else? I don't know who is. Maybe. And Espanol, let's see. I see daśā. I don't know if daśā is translating. No. So then Manibanda, we don't see. Well, what to say? Okay. And Deutsche Sprache
is Yamuna.
Oh, Yamuna.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Thank you for that. And sonst?
Samya Karani, she translates for Russian devotees.
Russian, Ruski. Okay.
Ruski, yes.
Ruski. Говорите по-русски. Good. Hare Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitang Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Pan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitangscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Niveshesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we have a pranam verse for Narottama Thakur. Shri Krishna Namamrita Varshivaktra Chandra Pravadvasta Tamobaraya Gauranga Devanucharaya Tasmai Namo Namah Shila Narottamaya. I offer respectful obeisance to Srila Narottama Das Thakur, a sincere follower of Lord Gauranga Deva. The nectarian shower of the holy name radiating from the moon of his mouth destroys the darkness of ignorance. So we have a long compound in this. Shri Krishna Amrita Varshi Vaktra Chandra Prabhadvasta. That's all one compound. Dvasta must mean shower. Radiating Prabha, Chandra from the moon, Vaktra. Okay, Varshi is shower. Vaktra, Prabha, Dvasta. Have to look up Dvasta. Yeah. So just hearing, imagine we could hear the name, holy name from Narottama Das Thakur. Well, we are hearing his very sweet songs. He wanted us to hear him in that way. And so that's how we can hear him. And so let us go to this latest song. Well, not the latest song. We're going to first make a quick stop in last week's song. Couple of things I wanted to look at again from last week. One is Narottama's desiring to wander in Vrindavan. Let's see, verse number 4, it says, Parikrama Koriya Berabo Bone Bone. Berabo, I will wander. Parikrama, stepping around, literally, from forest to forest. So there is an idea which the scholar devotee David Haberman, Premdas, points out in his book on the 12 forests. Journey Through the 12 Forests of Vrindavan is the name of his book. It was, I think it was his first book. I remember one point he made there is that Vrindavan Parikrama is different from many pilgrimages traditionally in India, but in other places as well. Usually a pilgrimage is going from point A to point B. You have a specific destination. You go on the journey to get there. You get there, and when you're there, you have completed your parikrama. And except it's not parikrama, the English word is pilgrimage. you, in any case, get there, and then what do you do? Well, you go back. Braj is different in this respect. It's more about wandering. It's about not getting there. It's being there. And yes, as Narottama says, wandering from forest to forest. We got a little taste of this in a year ago, February, going to Bahirvan, Biharvan, Bahirvan, Biharvan, uh, in sort of northeast Braj area. We kind of wandered there a bit. Anyway, wandering as opposed to having a sort of fixed destination that you go to as quickly as you can, which has a sense of kind of aimlessness. So we might want to think of this as spiritual aimlessness. Material life is, all about being very purposeful. A, a person in material life is called a karmi, one who engages in karma. And karma is always very much about accomplishing something, having a specific goal. But in Vrindavan, in Braja, it's something else. It's something different. It's wandering, wandering from forest to forest. Let's see, the other thing was, yes, I thought that was interesting. In verse 5, he says, Tapadur koribo shitalavam shibote. Then, kabe kunje prabe shibo vaishnavanikate. So Vaishnava means Vaishnava, and nikate means proximity, in the association, and praveshibo, I will enter. Where does he want to enter? He wants to enter into the kunja. And the kunja means a grove. And I think that was also those of us who were in the Govardhana retreat and went to Biharvan. You get there a nice strong sense of what a kunja is from the clusters of trees, these special trees. So I thought it's interesting that he's not, mainly he's saying, when will I be in the presence of the divine couple, Radha Krishna, serving them or assisting the intimate associates to serve them. But here he says, when will I associate with the Vaishnavas in the groves of Vrindavan? I find that interesting. Yeah, one sort of wishes one would like to hear some more about that from him. How is that? Are the Gopas, the friends of Vrindavan, are they seen as Vaishnavas? We don't usually think of them as Vaishnavas. They're Brajavasis. And Vaishnavas we usually think of as, like we're trying to be Vaishnavas, sort of outside looking in a sense. Of course, all of the exalted associates of Lord Chaitanya who went to Vrindavan and lived there, Rupa, the six Goswamis, and Lokanath, Thakura, and so many others, they're certainly Vaishnavas. So perhaps this is what he is looking for. We can imagine, because it's said that the Goswamis would live under trees in Vrindavan. So they, trees means maybe kunjas, clumps, clusters of trees. So Narottama is very much longing for that, and we'll be reading about that very soon after we go through today's song, which, what is that? Which has, I don't know if it has a different scansion, but has very short lines. So today's song is Aroki Emon Daśā hobo. And this is otherwise more officially known as Sa-vilapa Sri vrndavana-vasa-lalalas. I think there's an extra S on there. Longing for residence in Sri Vrindavan with vilapa. And we can see what exactly means vilapa. I'm going to look this up because this would be a Sanskrit word. And so that doesn't tell us much. Vilapana means causing moaning or lamentation. Vilapana, the act of causing moaning or lamentation. But it can also mean dissolving, destroying, removing. It can also mean melting. It can also mean destruction or death. And it can mean a means of destruction or a means of melting or a particular product of milk. A vilapayitri is a dissolver. So, there's also the word pravilapana, complete absorption or annihilation. So it's a quite intense mood. It can be one of lamentation, and it can be one of melting or dissolving. So some kind of absorption. Okay. So verse 1 is, and I think you received the word for word from Avadhuta Rai. Our thanks to Avadhuta Rai for bringing this to us. Aroki emon daśā hobo shub chādi vrndavane yābo. When will I renounce everything and go to Vrindavan? When will this be? So here we have shub chādi, and chādi is giving up, renouncing. And so technically I think it would be with an apostrophe after the ya long a, so chadiya, having given up, but maybe not, because it's future in any case. And we have again the word daśā, the position, and the future tense hobo, hobo or hobo will be, when will be that position, such position, emon. And vrndavane, yābo, when will I go to Vrindavan? And the second verse, arokobe, now we get the question word, when? Arokobe Sri Rasa Mandale Godagodi Dibo Kutūhole. When in great ecstasy will I roll about on the ground where Lord Krishna performed the rasa dance? He's expressed that in another song as well. This word aro comes in 4 of the 6 verses, which we might take as furthermore, in addition, so kind of adding to what he's saying before. Arokobe Shri Rasa Mandale, mandala, then locative, mandale, in the mandala, gadagadi, rolling about, dibo kutūhole, I will give kutūhole, which I think can be a kind of shouting, kolahala, kutūhole. What do we have in the word-for-word translation? I have it here somewhere. Let's see. In eagerness. Okay. Kutūhole. And dibo, I will give, but then what will I give? I will give eagerness. I will give myself in eagerness. I will give my body rolling about. Number 3, arokobe govardhana giri, dekhibo nayana yuga bhori. When will I see Govardhan Hill, my eyes filled with tears? Kabe, when? Govardhan Giri, Govardhan Hill, Dekhibo, I will see. Nayana is eye or eyes, and yuga is 2. So when will my 2 eyes be filled? Bhori. Yuga, pair, the 2 eyes. Will my eyes be filled up with tears seeing Govardhan Hill? Yeah. Then śyāmakunda śyāmakunde Radha Kunde Snan Kori Kobe Judabe Paran. When by being Śyamakunda and Radha Kunda will I attain the stage of dedicating my entire life and soul to the service of the divine couple? So this word Judabe will be joined. Now that's interesting, and I'm not quite sure how to take this. Parana is a stretched out prana. Prana means life. It means like the life airs, so it can also mean one's very life, the essence of one's life. So when is my prana going to be joined? Does that mean joined with the Lord? I think that's probably how we're supposed to take it. Perhaps in the sense of I will achieve communion, not union so much as communion, maybe. But I must admit, I was also thinking, because there's an idea, it's also suggested, at least in Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 4, about the pranas and the practice of pranayama. And there's an idea of sort of fusing the ingoing breath and the outgoing breath to a point where one is no longer physically breathing. The breath is just kind of, the flow is on a different level, I guess you could say. That idea seems to be very much there in yoga literature. And verse 5, Arakobe Jamunar Jole Madjane Hoibo Niramale. When will I become pure at heart by bathing in the waters of the Jamuna? So here again we have the possessive form Yamunar, and Jale, in the water. Which water? The water of the Yamuna. Madjane, in bathing. Hoibo nirmale. There's again a stretching to nira. It would just be nirmala, but it's niramale. In purity. Hoibo, there will be purity. When will there be purity? In bathing, or as a result of bathing in the water of the Yamuna. And then sadhu shonge, vrndavana-vasa-lalalas, Narottama Dasa kore āsha. Narottama Das hopes that he will be able to reside in Vrindavan in the association of the saintly devotees. Sadhu shonge vrndavana-vasa. Narottama Dasa kore āsha. Asha means hope. That's quite straightforward. Okay. Let's see if we can sing this. Let's give it a try. And even if no one else hears you, you believe for Krishna or for Narottama. And we can all imagine that we are together in one room so that we can hear each other.
Guru Maharaj, did you turn the sound?
I did just now.
Okay.
Thank you. Araki emon daśā. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Araki emon daśā hobo. Chād vrndavane yābo. Araki emon daśā hobo. sab chādi vrndavane yābo ara kabe shri rasa mandale gada gadi dibo kutūhole ara kabe shri rasa mandale gada gadi dibo kutūhole ara kabe govardhana giri dekhibo nayana yuga bhori ara kabe govardhana giri dekhibo nayana yuga bhori śyāmakun radha śyāmakun radha kunde snan kori kabe jadudabe para śyāmakun radha kunde snana kori kabe judabe para ara kabe jamun nara jale majjane hobo niramale ara kabe jamunara jale majjane hobo nirmale sadhu sange vrndavana-vasa Narottama Dasa kore asha sadhu sange vrndavana-vasa Narottama Dasa kore asha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 everyone Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Bo, Hare Bo, Hare Bo, Go Hare Bo, Nitai Gaura, Hare Bo, Hare Bo, Hare Bo. Gaurani Bo. Okay, continuing with Srila Narottama Thakur.
Music sound.
Yeah, thank you. The glorious life of Narottama Thakur. Narottam, in our last episode, has become completely mad. What happened? Well, he did exactly what he was not supposed to do. He went to the river Padma, or Padmavati, and there, on the direction of Nityananda Prabhu, who appeared to him in a dream, which he immediately got up and ran down and slipped out of the house through a window, according to Sita. I wonder if that's in the sources. And yeah, he goes and he meets Padmavati in person. She gives him the treasure in the form, how does it appear? As a golden lotus, right? Treasure of Krishna Prema, which she had been keeping in storage, shall we say, just for him, whom she recognized because as soon as he entered the water, what happened? The water rose up in a kind of great excitement. And from that, she understood, this is the one. And so he becomes seriously affected. It seems that he has become possessed, and everyone thinks he's been possessed by a ghost because he's really gone, we say in English, off of his rocker. This expression, I'm not sure, but I think it comes from, there's a certain kind of rocking chair that is, there's two kinds of rocking chairs. There's one that just, the rocking part is just to the floor, so it's rocking on the floor. But there's another kind of rocker, which is sort of in a structure that keeps it within that structure. So it's rocking on something. When I was when I was a kid, I visited my grandparents, and they took me for some outing, and it was to visit a friend of my grandfather. And this friend of my grandfather had a collection of rocking chairs. That was his thing, collecting rocking chairs. He must have had, I don't know, he had a huge living room, as I remember, and it was full of rocking chairs. It must have been 30 rocking chairs in there, as I remember. In any case, so we say somebody's off their rocker. It means their mind has taken flight, so to say. Anyway, they come running after, and the family, they all come running after Narottama. They find him there. They bring him back, shaking shouting and singing, carrying on. And not only that, but he's now a completely different, his complexion has changed. He's now a lighter complexion than he was before. He's golden in color, whereas previously he was darker. Okay, continuing. This is now from page 32. So Narottama understands he's been causing now a lot of anxiety. So he kind of forces himself to calm down. Mm. But he can't really keep calm. He keeps becoming overwhelmed. They put him to bed, but in bed, he's just, calling out, Gauranga, Gauranga. Tears are shooting from his eyes. At one point, he laughs loudly. Sometimes he'll jump out of his bed. And then Krishnananda, his father, will force him back. And Narayani, his mother, is there. She's furiously she's fanning him, trying to cool him down. And there's other relatives around, and there's friends, and they're all just standing there wondering, what is going on? And Narottam just keeps saying, that boy, golden, my body, entered. That's all he can say, because his Gauranga has entered his body. So then what to do? So Krishnananda calls for a tantric. This is typical Bengal village culture. I think we could say all over South Asia. Someone seems to be possessed. What do? You call the local shaman, the local tantric. Because they're sort of exorcists. So he comes, he's chanting mantras, he's waving a peacock feathers or fan. But Narottama just keeps talking about some golden boy. And then this tantric says, anyway, don't worry, it's not a ghost. And Krishnananda says, what do you mean? It's not a ghost, obviously. Just look at him. And the tantric says, no, 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 no. He's just suffering from an imbalance of air. So this is kind of, I don't know, tradition, perhaps you could say imbalance of air. Mm. Well, eventually Narottam falls asleep. He's so exhausted. And and his parents are completely distraught and they just don't know what to do. And finally they say, all we can do is pray that he will be okay. Next day, more crying from Narottam. Mm. And then Narottam says about this tantric, he says, do you think you can cure me by killing an animal to make medicine? Because the tantric had said that they should take oil from a jackal. They should kill a jackal and somehow get oil from his body. And then that's, yeah, so Narottama says, that's ridiculous. Killing an animal in order to help me, it's not going to help. And then he says to his father, look, I'm not haunted by a ghost and I have no disease. I'm just feeling total prema for the Lord. And that's making me cry. Krishnadas becomes convinced, not Krishnadas, Krishnananda. Yes, actually, this must be it. But what to do? And he says it could be, what he's saying is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has entered into his body. Narayani, the mother, says, but he's just a kid. How is that possible? Mm. And it's carrying on. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And then, and then it just says Krishnananda is remembering what the astrologer had said soon after Narottama's birth. He had warned him, don't let him get near any rivers, apparently. Rivers are dangerous for your boy. So, but now it's too late. Yeah, so it's going to go on like this. Narottama is going to be expressing his absolute desire to go to Vrindavan. And his parents are going to say, that's ridiculous. You can't go to Vrindavan. Okay, so we're going to have to make sure you don't leave. And so they have the palace guards watching Narottama constantly so that he doesn't escape. To go to Vrindavan, to wander. Yeah. Again, it makes me wonder if he was writing at least some of these songs before he went to Vrindavan, because it seems like that. So many of them. When will I go to Vrindavan? Um, if he was already in Vrindavan when he was composing these songs, then was he thinking, well, I'm in Vrindavan on one level, but I'm not fully here? I like to think that he was physically not yet in Vrindavan, but I don't know if we have any information of when he wrote these songs. Right. Srila Narottam Das Thakur ki jai. Okay. I wanted to say hello to, whoops, she turned off her video. Narayani, are you still there? No. Okay. Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. How are you, Narayani?
I'm well, Maharaj. I'm very happy to be here with everybody.
Good. You are in northern Brazil, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're getting ready to prepare for college, isn't it?
Yes. There were some months, so I decided to come stay in an Isan farm while I waited for college to start. I thought it was better for my son.
Yeah. Where is this college located?
Where my parents live in Petrolina.
The college is
It's
there.
Yeah,
So you'll be staying with your parents?
I think so.
Okay, that's good. That's nice. And you'll be studying, I think I heard, but I don't think. What's your program, your course going to be?
I mean, as of now, it seems like it will be biology. Like,
Oh, as of now means you're not 100% sure. You're going to try it out.
I'm going to try. I'm like 95% sure.
95, okay. Oh, all right. You're going to be investigating life, living things. Okay.
Living things.
Living beings in all kinds of interesting bodies.
Yeah, it's the hope.
Okay, good. All the best for that. And I wanted to also welcome back from Vrindavan, Martina and Marcus. Are you there, Martina and Marcus? I see
Hare
Marcus.
Krishna, I bring back, I lost my voice in Vrindavan,
Oh,
but Marcus can speak.
oh, okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Grüß Gott.
Ich höre nichts.
Ach so, du hörst nichts. Ja, Grüß Gott ist in south of Germany.
I know, it's Bayern.
Bavaria.
Yes.
Also in Bayern.
Would you like to say a few words about your experience in Vrindavan?
Willst du anfangen?
Ich? Oh.
Kannst du nicht.
Ja, dann verstehen die anderen das.
Achso, die anderen.
It was amazing. I have no words for all this. Also, the temple was, I was so
Enthusiastic.
yeah, enthusiastic, but I was so also astonished, and it was a so nice temple and the atmosphere in it.
Krishna Balaram Mandir.
Krishna Balaram Mandir, yes. But also it was like a kirmes, also it was a lot of people, and
Oh yeah.
it was difficult to find my peace. But we stayed 2 weeks. It was good. First, we visited Govardhana for 3 days, then Jaipur also 3 days.
Oh.
The group, and the last week we stay in Vrindavan with a group from 18 people.
Oh.
It was a very nice group. It was very good. And the last week we stay by our own in Vrindavan. It was good to find an own rhythm and to find my way to Krishna and the deities. And yes.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. For me, similar to Martina, and we had a walk to the Yamuna River. Nice. Martina,
you had an interesting experience at the Yamuna, didn't you?
Special experience. We heard the flute of
the flute, yeah,
yes.
Flute of Krishna.
It was. Later we thought it was a handy from a worker in the field.
Oh.
Doch nicht erzählen, das ist ja diese Illusion völlig verschwunden.
We don't know from where it was coming. And then we went to the river, to the Yamuna River, and then we were sitting down. We sat down, and then I looked around and I saw a little Murti, Krishna, perhaps 10 meters away. Miracle. It was a manifestation. Yes,
Krishna was welcoming you.
Yes.
Yeah, that I felt.
He calls us with his flute,
yeah.
And then we find the flute.
That was I felt in my heart. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
because it was a different place than we stayed before.
Mm.
It was the second or third time at the Yamuna, and the other times we was in another place. And we don't know why, but this time we decided to go to the some meters
Away, yeah.
away, and so we find this motive.
Yeah.
And he was so dirty and sandy,
It was
and so we are washing him in the Yamuna.
It was a welcome greeting. Welcome to where I was for 5,000 years.
Okay. So then, did you leave him there, or did you feel like he wants to come with you, or what?
No, I asked Marcus because the other devotees all asking, oh, why do you bring the Mutino with you? But I don't feel this. Although I feel he wants to stay at the
He wants to be
Yamuna.
there. Okay.
So we changed
Someone else.
the direction. He
Yeah.
said before he was sitting and looked into the, I don't know where, in the fields or something like that. And then we decorated a little place for him, and we also picked up some flowers before, so offered, and so to the Blick, was heißt Blick? Also
The direction.
to the Yamuna, and so he
Right.
there at looking to the Yamuna.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he want to stay there.
Yes, I felt that too.
Yeah.
That you stand there. It's at this place.
He will greet other devotees when they come there.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Very good. Very good. So now you have been to Vrindavan, and now you can have the memories of Vrindavan. And by remembering, this becomes a form of Dham Seva. You can keep Vrindavan in the heart.
Yes.
And you can get a sense of what Narottama Das is saying when he is feeling this longing for Vrindavan.
Yes. Yes, really. Yeah, it was a big experience. Great experience. And so I fill up here Jagannath, and so we bring Krishna also.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Radha Krishna Ki Jai. Very good. Okay. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
And wieder mal in Berlin.
Ja. Zurück in der lauten, dreckigen Stadt, die einem jetzt ganz sauber und leise vorkommt.
Ja.
Die Stadt ist so sauber.
Mm.
Im Gegensatz. Also
Yeah.
Good air.
Okay. So thank you. And let's see. Now I want to do a bit of, well, I don't know if this is show and tell. This is more, actually, it's more reading from a book by His Holiness Satsrup Das Goswami. This book's actually already 13 or 14 years old, called Japa Transformations. And this is kind of his reflections. It's not his first book about japa. He, many years before this, Satsrup Maharaj wrote a book called Japa Reform Notebook. And I remember when it came out, some devotees were shocked and disturbed why were they shocked and disturbed? They were shocked and disturbed because here was a senior devotee, a sannyasi. I believe he was also a guru at this time. And he was writing what seemed like a kind of confessional form of writing to say, you know, I'm really I'm working on japa. I'm not all the way there yet to, you know, pure chanting of the holy names. And I want to work on it. And so here's what I'm doing. I'm writing my thoughts, my experiences, and I'm sharing them because I think my thoughts can help others. So many devotees appreciated. I don't know. I felt very happy that he produced the book, and and many other devotees did. But there were some who were like, "Oh no, this can't. This is not proper. This is, you know, how can this be?" Anyway, then so many years later, 2010, he uh, published this second book, Japa Transformations. And I really don't know why, but he asked me to write a foreword for it. It seems he wanted some sort of so-called academic to write. I guess this was supposed to give some more, some sort of academic recognition. In any case, so I did. I was very happy to write the foreword. But I was just this morning reading from around the middle of the book, and I thought, let me share this. So I'll read slowly for our translators. This is page 123, and this is a section called The Taste. And he says, we should be determined to steal moments from the material activities. If you have a 50-hour-a-week job, you should not settle for that. You should steal moments from material life. Steal moments from family entanglements. Steal moments from all the things that keep you from practicing Krishna consciousness. All those hours in front of the TV set and frivolous talk in gatherings. Steal them. You'd be surprised how much time you can save for Krishna if you're just determined about it. So that's what we should do. The stolen moments are used in the service of Krishna. A beautiful flute comes on, reminding you of Krishna's flute. He is the one who steals the moments when he plays his flute. Or flutes, he says, plural. He steals the hearts of the gopis who run out of their houses to go and join him in the forest. He steals their hearts. He steals their lives by the sound of his transcendental flute. So there's something good in thievery when it's stealing from forgetfulness of Krishna. A calm tenor saxophone comes on. It's stealing more moments for sublime jazz. Jazz steals moments from the mundane doldrums, brings us into a wonderland of delight. It's not illusion if you can listen to it in the right way, as we are doing in these prose improvisations. We're stealing moments from our late mornings. We're not stealing them from our japa. Oh no. But from time to time, we might be drowsing or sleeping or just spacing out. We are using these moments in Krishna consciousness. So if you call that stealing, then stealing is good. Oh, I like this. It's a kind of a what's the word I want? Anyway, he's kind of, as he says, improvising. He's doing an improvisation, and he's running with the idea of stealing. So, stealing time for Krishna as a way to think about how we use time. Everyone wants to take our time, isn't it? Everyone wants our time. Now we say, my time. We say, I don't have time. Taking time, giving time. Yeah, time is actually Krishna. So here, Satsvarup Maharaj is recommending, sometimes you have to steal the time. I remember very early on when I joined the devotees, after just a few weeks, I was asked to come to the new Heidelberg temple and help out there. And that became sort of the German headquarters. It's a little house, a little two-story wooden house, which I'm sure must have been torn down years ago. It was Nummer 31 Rohrbacher Straße. And Hansadutta Prabhu was there, and his good wife Himavati Devi, she was excellent cook. She kept us all very well fed. And I remember Hansadutta giving me advice once. He said, sometimes you have to disappear. And I thought, this is really good advice. Sometimes you have to make yourself unavailable. So I think that's true for all of us. We all need our space. I see some of you nodding in agreement. Kaveri is very much nodding. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much what was on my mind. Let me think. Odarya Chandrika.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. If I can, I would also like to share, because I was traveling
Yes.
last week, yeah, and I I have some photos, just in short, that I will not be too long, but just to want to share, because I was in Calcutta and Mayapur, and the photos are just from Calcutta, because even though we were there only 3 days, but I saw so much that it's quite a lot. Yeah, but if I can, I would share the screen. Yes, but much. But before that, I would just like to say because Arunada Shri Mataji, she apologized for her absence from Sangha today, because she said she's a little ill, and that's why she cannot be here. So she asked to offer her apologies. Okay.
I saw that message. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, I will share the screen. I hope that you can see it, and I hope that I will. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so this is Sangha from Dubai, Damodar Desh. But this is not only my Sangha, because Damodar, I mean, Dubai, it's quite big city. So there's many Sanghas, and one of them is this one with my Sangha leader, who is here in the middle. This is Harinam Anand Prabhu. And half of the participants were from the Sangha, and half of the participants comes from Kirtan Dubai, because he's also, I would say, a founder for Kirtan Dubai here. And just today after Sangha, I'm going to his place, because Madhava Prabhu and his wife Radhika Mataji are here. So we have Kirtan Dubai evening with Madhava Prabhu. Yeah, that means that, I mean, a lot of devotees, they are chanting like maybe 2, 3, 4 rounds. I mean, many from Kirtan Dubai, even 1 round. But in the end, after 7 days, I can say that all of them chant at least 1 round, and few from our Sangha chanted 16 rounds for the first time. So it was really successful in that sense. Yes. Yes. So, the next, so my experience was that I went 2 times to Mayapur, and what I did usually was, when I landed in Calcutta airport, immediately we took taxi and we drove to Mayapur. But this time we stopped here, and I was not even aware how many Jews are here in Calcutta. So whoever I meet now, I share with them that Calcutta is must stop. You have to take at least half of a day to see at least 3 very important places. Especially this is ISKCON temple, which was actually the first temple in India.
Number 3 Albert Road.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, yes, this is the one, yeah. So when Prabhupada established many temples all over the world, then he came back to India. It was in August 1970. And so this is the temple, which is the first center in India, in Calcutta. Yeah, this is the one. And of course, the deities are also, let me go further. Oh, it was the holy day, actually, that we came, and it was preparation for the next day, which was Gaur Purnima. So everybody was involved in many services. Yeah, it was really beautiful to see. A lot of happiness, and of course there was also bhajans with young kirtaniya here. It was really beautiful to see. And then when you come to this part of the temple, then you turn left, and then it's Prabhupada is here, of course, as well. Beautiful. So it's really festive looks. And then this is the temple which Prabhupada installed. Yeah, and this is from the this is the size of the temple. It's not very big, but it is. I mean, many devotees can come, and there are Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and Shri Radha Govinda with Lord Chaitanya, and all together like this. It's really beautiful. And devotees, they are so sweet. And I mean, it's really, I never experienced something like that, because somehow Prabhupada is so present here. And there are also, of course, Parampara, and with Tulasi Maharani. And of course, there is also his room where he was staying. And when I was reading it, I read that that in this room he took many important decisions while being in Calcutta. Among them is the purchase of Mayapur land, and there is also few belongings in this room are also here.
You can also if I can
Sure,
briefly
please.
interrupt. You can also read in Vishaka Devi's book, what is it called? 5 years, 11 months, and 3 weeks or something. Her memoir of how she became a devotee and then her time with the devotees and with Prabhupada. And there's one episode she describes that takes place in this room with Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada had arrived and he could immediately understand there was quite some tension among the devotees. For whatever reason, there was some, they weren't getting along with each other somehow. So Prabhupada called all the devotees into his room and spoke to them. And Vishaka's description of that, what Prabhupada said to them, is very striking, how just with a few words, everything became clear to everyone. Oh yeah, this is what we're about. I don't remember specifics. He said, we're not this body and we have a mission and Krishna's God, basic things. And just how he said it and that he said it to them and he meant what he said, it sort of completely cleared the air. And I think Vishaka was saying that before Prabhupada came, she was wondering whether or not to stay or not because it was so difficult. So that's, anyway, that just came to my mind. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. So, and one day, so because we came in the afternoon, late afternoon, so the same evening we went to this temple, and then for Gaur Purnima we went to Panihati, which I will also show the photos. But the third day, the whole morning till lunch, we were like free, and we can go whenever we want. So many devotees, because in Calcutta, Durga Devi is very prominent, so quite a few devotees, because they are Indian, they went to see the temple. A few of them went to shopping, of course, but somehow I was inspired to come back here to this room. So I was here because I wanted to chant because that day when we came, it was really crowded. It was, I will also show a little small video of when Harinam came back. Just in a moment, we want to go back to the hotel. So yeah, and it was really beautiful because after a while, one devotee came to the room where I was chanting, and he stopped me and he asked me if I visit the birthplace of Srila Prabhupada, and I was like, no, I did not. And he said, yeah, I can took you there, and I was so happy. So we went together to that place, which I will also show. But before that, yeah, this is also in memory for Srila Prabhupada, beautiful. This is in front of the temple. In Calcutta, yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, and this is the kirtan.
Uh-huh. That's on the roof?
So, did you hear the kirtan?
No, we didn't hear, but we get the idea.
Okay. So devotee came. So yeah, it was a holy. You can see also on the deities there are a lot. I mean, it was really sweet. It was really joyful. Everybody of us, we will be in the colors because it was holy festival that day before Gaur Purnima. Yeah, so this was what was happening. And
that
next,
was on the roof, yeah?
No, this was on the street.
Oh, on the street. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, many devotees and many people which were there were coming, and yeah, it was really quite a crowd came. Really, it was so nice, and of course, we also stayed longer than we planned to in the beginning because we didn't expect that we will meet them. So the third day before, so this is after Gaur Purnima. So this is a devotee, and when I went from hotel, I wanted to drive to take ambassador taxi, ambassador, because it's the only one in the world, probably, yes. And devotees, they told me, no, don't do that because there's no AC and it was really hot and maybe it's a long drive. And I was like, yeah, okay, maybe, yeah, I will take Uber. So I came to the temple because to chant. And then when that devotee took me to Prabhupada's birthplace, I didn't told him, but he took this taxi, and in the end I was so happy. So you see, this is inside of this ambassador still driving.
Yeah.
So yeah, no AC, it was really hot. But yeah, there are still, I mean, many of them are still driving this car, and I don't know, somehow it really reminds me more, I mean, on Prabhupada, because this was from his time, right?
Calcutta still has these ambassador taxis.
Yes.
And also, I think you'll find in Calcutta that there are still rickshaws, which are, they're not bicycle rickshaws. They're run by, how to say, by foot, by leg. A man will be physically holding on. So it's like a how to say, a human horse.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, true.
That's still there in Calcutta also, I believe.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, it is. And I didn't have heart to take in this
Yeah,
weather
it feels
condition. Yes.
strange on them. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So then this is Prabhupada's birthplace. So this is the kitchen, and the ladies, they are preparing food, and this is the altar in the kitchen. I mean, it is renovated, but they still needed to do a lot of work to do. But in general, it's very beautiful. It's very this is the entrance in here. This is how it looks from the front, and this is a jackfruit tree. The one who was there when Prabhupada was playing here in this courtyard. So yeah, they really beautifully took care of this, but still they need to do the work. And this man was just cleaning the. I mean, they really it's very clean. It's really beautiful. No dust. It's only it's hot, but really you can take here. Sorry, someone is without. Just a second. I need to. I cannot because I'm sharing. Someone is unmuted themselves. Okay. Then after that, okay. I need to stop Okay, they muted themselves. Sorry for this. I cannot mute them when I'm sharing. Yeah. So okay, this is it. So yeah, this is the entrance. Yeah, and interesting because on the left and on the right side there are still the same houses as it was before. You know, only this part is like modern and renovated, but they're really poor, like the way how Prabhupada was living. It's the same. Yeah, just this part it is. And if any devotees are if they want to donate to help to renovate more, all of us are very welcome to do that. Yes. So, and this is the last part of my sharing. So this is Diti's Gornitai from Panihati. Yeah, and it was really, really beautiful. I took the photo from Facebook because when we came, of course, it was the festival, so it was outside of the temple room because it's too small, and there were too many devotees for Abhisheka. So I was recording from behind. So here in front, you can see on the stage there are Gornitai, and in one moment when I was watching, and it was really beautiful again, and especially after when we heard the stories that Lord Chaitanya was living here in Panihati, and Lord Nityananda, and the Leela with Raghunath Das Goswami, you got more present to, oh my gosh, where I am, this is really special. And somehow, because I never do, since I'm in Dubai, I never do the Abhishek. I'm not part of the Abhishek because here, let's say it's just for men brahmanas, you can do that. And somehow, somehow then after 1 hour of Abhishek, I noticed that a lot of Matajis went in a queue, and I said, oh my gosh, they are going to the queue to do the Abhishek. So I did it as well. I just ran there and I asked if I can do it as well, and I did it. And then one devotee from our group sent me a photo because he went to ISKCON Panihati, and they took a photo of me doing Abhishek in Panihati. So this is like a proof that even in India, Mataji can do the Abhishek. Yeah, so that's why I took this photo as Guru Maharaj. Yeah, and of course in the temple there's also protector of Durga Devi and Shiva Linga next to the temple, and
must
this
be there.
Again,
must be there.
yes, and of course beautiful asana for Srila Prabhupada. And this is the temple president. Unfortunately, I forgot the name, and I asked Harinamanand Prabhu, but he didn't reply me today. This is my Sangha leader, and he was sharing a story about Panihati, and he was sharing a story about Raghav Pandit, how he was very particular about how to cook for Lord Chaitanya. And these are 8 ways how to, when you're cooking for Lord Chaitanya, must be very tasty, must be impurities, very clean, variety of preparations, not just the cheap, but the costly food, not just the one, you can take like an ordinary, but it should be costly food, a lot of your personal effort, and of course quality. I forgot about this quality, in a sense that the way how maybe I will ask. I forgot about this quality, and of course attentiveness. So you might need to be like focused and with unalloyed love. So these are ingredients before you start to cook for Lord Chaitanya. This was Raghav Pandit in Raghav Pandit's house, and after,
Before I forget, that could be interesting for Divyambara. Divyambara, are you with us today? No. Divyambara is starting a very big research project on cooking in India, especially Bengal. So you might want to communicate that to her.
Yes, I can do that. Yes, especially because I also bought a book, The Glorious History of Panihati. That's the book which explains everything, and I believe that this is also part of the book. I will take a look, and definitely I will share with you, Ambara Mataji. And the program was very beautiful, very successful. We heard the whole lecture because it was so nice, because the Abhisheka was outside, and the whole group from Dubai came to the temple room. So the whole temple room was just for us. And that's why the temple president, he could give a lecture. And then after lecture, they invite us to see the Raghav Pandit house, which is not of ISKCON, and no photo allowed in there. So we didn't took any photo from there. Because we respect that. But after the program, after the Gaur Purnima, before Prasadam, then the rain started. So it was that's the sign that it was that it was successful, that Lord Chaitanya was happy. And this is Ganga next to the temple, ISKCON temple, and it was really windy. Even the trees were from the trees. It was so windy. A lot of leaf came to the river Ganga, so we are afraid to take a little, to touch Ganga, because we were afraid that we will not fall in Ganga. Right. And this is the place. So this is the tree, still is there, with that lila with Raghunath Das Goswami. And if I can just share from this book. That was, of course, it says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, but what was happening that Raghunath...
Sonia Karani is a little bit requesting if you can speak more slowly.
Okay, of course. So apologies, yes. So Raghunath attempts to escape from his house and unite with his beloved Lord Chaitanya and fate repeatedly. And later, when he met Lord Nityananda in Panihati, the Lord Nityananda mercifully placed his lotus feet upon him, and out of immense affection towards him, called him thief. Lord Nityananda said, Raghunath, so this is the place where this happened. Raghunath, why are you offering obeisances from such a distant place? You are a thief. Only thieves keep their distance. Because you have been captured by me as a thief, you must be punished. You are a wealthy man's son. So you must feed cheap rice, chida, and yogurt, daddy, to all my associates. So in Panihati, every year is this Panihati Chida Dadi Mahotsava. Because of this lila is happening every year here, that festival. So this is where was happening, yeah. This was it. And then, sorry. I can share this next time because of the time. But the last place we visit in Calcutta was Uta Danga. So this is the place where, yes, this is the place where Srila Prabhupada for the first time met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, his spiritual master. So this was the place where Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was sitting. And yeah, when we went on the stairs, Guru Maharaj, really each stairs we wanted to offer obeisances because we knew that because Prabhupada went up here, everything changed. Yeah, so this is beautiful, beautiful place, renovated, beautiful devotees, and maybe I can share next time a little bit about this as well.
That would be good. Let's save that for the next time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, Calcutta Dham. I spent some time there myself. Once, many years ago, I decided to go visit all the places related to Srila Prabhupada. So I just went around by myself, also to his home on Harrison Road, to Radha Govinda Mandir on Harrison Road, which the taxi drivers still call Harrison Road, although now it's MG Road, Mahatma Gandhi Road, if it hasn't been changed again. I went to Scottish Church, his college. I went to his elementary school. I went to Bagh Bazar, Gaudiya Math, and I didn't go to his place of birth. That was not accessible at that time, but I went later, years later. But yes, as you said, it's really worth a visit. And the Albert Road Temple is, I mean, it's been so much renovated now. It's really a fancy place. When I first went there, it was really austere. It was, the place for brahmacharis upstairs was really austere, living on the roof, basically.
Oh, now
Anyway.
they have an elevator inside of the temple.
Yeah,
Guru
now
Maharaj.
everything is modern.
Yes, thank you.
Good. Shall we do a bit of Chaitanya Charitamrita reading?
Yes.
Okay, share screen. Um, I don't know if that's the one I want. That doesn't look right. Oh, I know. I always do this. It doesn't work if I have it on this other screen, so I have to move it down. Wait, start over. Well, is this it? No, again, same problem. How do I do this? Well, I put that there. Oh, it's not all the way down. Okay. Maybe that'll do it. Okay, third time is the charm. Yes. There, I think we got it now. All right, we're still in chapter 14 of Adi Lila. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktarinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktarinda. And little Nimai is making some more trouble for his mother. How little he is now is hard to say, because he met with Lakshmi Priya just before this. I guess we read this. Ihashuni matake kahila brahmagyan dismita hayya mata koraila snan. Hearing this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught his mother about absolute knowledge. Although amazed by this, his mother forced him to take a bath. Yes, the problem was that he was sitting on these impure ceramic pots, the pots that had been rejected and should not be touched by a good Brahmin. Kabu putra sange sachi korila shayan dekke divyaloka ashi bharila bhava. Sometimes, taking her son with her, Mother Sachi would lie down on her bed, and she would see that denizens of the celestial world had come there, filling the entire house. So Divyaloka Ashi, that Ashi is with an apostrophe, indicating Asiya, so having come, coming there. Bhori, the whole house was full of Divyaloka, transcendental beings. Shachibole Jahaputra Bolaha Bapere Matriagya Paya Prabhu Cholila Bahire. Once Mother Shachi told the Lord, "Please go call your father." Receiving this order from his mother, the Lord went out to call him. Bola, so that's, I guess, imperative form, bola, bolaho. Bapere, your bap, your father. Matriyagya, the order of the mother. Paya, having received. Prabhu Chalila Bahire, he went out. Chalite charane nupur, baje jan jan, shuni chamot kita hoilo, pita matarman. When the child was going out, there was a tinkling of ankle bells from his lotus feet. Hearing this, his father and mother were struck with wonder. We sometimes find the word chamotkar. This chamokita would be the same, but it would be in a form of a past participle. So chalite, when going out, chorane, on his feet. We have pada is another word for feet or foot, and chorane seems to be always associated with divine feet or blessed feet, lotus feet, we say. Nupur means small bells, so as ankle bells. And Baje Jan Jan. This is an onomatopoeic word, Jan Jan or Jonjon. Onomatopoeic means that the word sounds like what it means. So in this case, it sounds Jonjon. It sounds like bells would sound. And they were baje, they were sounding, they were ringing. Shuni, Shuniya, having heard, Chomokita hoila. They became astonished. Pita matar mono, the mind of the mother and the father. So, yeah, we might imagine a situation, parents, small child, and he goes out of the room and they hear what sounds like ankle bells, but he doesn't have any ankle bells on his feet. So what's going on? Mishakahe e bora adbhuta kahini shishura shunya parekene nupurera dani. Jagannath Mishra said, this is a very wonderful incident. Why is there a sound of ankle bells from the bare feet of my child? Kahini means, it can mean little story, I think. Here translated as incident. Adbhuta, of course, means wonderful. And boro means big or great. E boro adbhuta kahini. This is a very big, wonderful story. Shishur shunya pade, on the feet which are shunya, which are naked, of the boy, Shishur. Well, here it seems like he's still very small because Shishu usually means a very small child. Kene nupurer dwani. Why, Kene, is there the dwani, the sound of nupur? Why indeed? Well, of course, we as the readers or the listeners, we understand why. And why do we understand? Because we've been prepared by several chapters of theology in the beginning of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Shachikohe aro akko adbhuta dakilo dibba dibba lokta ashi angana barilo. Mother Sachi said, I also saw another wonder. People were coming down from the celestial kingdom and crowding the entire courtyard. Angana, Angan Bharila. You may have heard of Srivas Angan, the courtyard of the home of Srivas Thakur. This is where Mahaprabhu will have his nocturnal kirtans after returning from Gaya, Srivas Angan. So this is Shachi and Jagannath Mishra Angan. And their Angan has been filled up, Borila, with what or who? Dibya Dibya Loka, with many, many persons. And Aro Eka Adbhuta Dekilo, she says, I also, Aro, saw, Dekilo is past tense, one wonder, Eka Adbhuta. I saw one wonder. I saw another wonder, Aro Eka. Kiba kola hala kore, bhujite na pari, kaha keva stuti kore, anumana kori. They made noisy sounds I could not understand. I guess they were offering prayers to someone. So kolahala is here translated rowdy sounds. Rowdy means, yeah, kind of wild, unruly, uncontrolled. Bujite na pari, I could not understand. Bujte pari. Yeah, even now, modern Bengali. If you are in Bengal and they address you in Bengali, and if you don't understand, then you can say, Bujte pari na, I do not understand. Bujte pari na. Kaha ke va stuti, to someone, kaha ke, anuman kari, I am guessing. So the word anuman, of course, is also is a technical term for inference in Indian philosophy. There's pratyaksha, there's anumana, and there's shabda. Shabda pramana, different forms. So, but here it's taken as a kind of, I'm just guessing. But you could say I am reasoning that they were addressing someone. Mishabale kichu hauk chinta kichu nai bishambarer kushal hauk e matra chai. Jagannath Mishra replied, never mind what it is. There is no need to worry. Let there always be good fortune for Vishvambar. This is all I want. So this ha'uk, here it's translated, let there be. So it's the same verb as we have hoilo and hobe, and what's the infinitive? Han? I'm not sure. In any case, to be. And then the imperative form is ha'uk, let there be. So kichu ha'uk, let there be something or anything, whatever it is. Kichu ha'uk. Chinta kichu nai. Don't worry at all. Kichu can mean a little bit. So, and chinta can mean thinking, but it can also mean worrying. Chinta kichunai. Ishvambarya kushal ha'uk. Let there be kushal, let there be auspiciousness, good fortune of Vishvambar. E matro chai. This is all that I want. So that's nice. Okay. Ekadina Mishaputra Chapala Dakiya Dharma Shikha Dila Bahu Partsana Korea. On another occasion, Jagannath Mishra, seeing the mischievous acts of his son, gave him lessons in morality after rebuking him greatly. Chapalya is mischievous behavior. Chapala, there's Chapala Sukha, Chanchala, Chapala. There's a person, Gopal Chapala, troublemaking Gopal. Anyway, having seen the chapalya of his son, Dharma Shiksha Dila, he gave Dharma instruction. Having done Bhartsana, having Koriya, having scolded, having rebuked his son. So this, of course, is all kind of playing on this this mixture. On the one side, we understand here is the Lord himself, but he's playing as a child, and he's seen to be a child, an ordinary child, a troublemaking child by his parents. And of course, they love him unlimitedly, but they see him as a child. So this is the Vatsalya mood. And so we get in all of this section a kind of reminder, a kind of echo that there's behind all of this is the pastime of the pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan as a child, in his relation with Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda. But it's not a sort of mirror reflection. We don't get we don't get Putana coming and Trinavarta and Shatakasura. We don't get these demons coming. So it's also, there's a non-difference, but there's a difference also. Ratre shapna dekke ekko ashi brahmana mishere kahaye kichu sharosha bochono. On that very night, Jagannath Mishra dreamt that a Brahmin had come before him, speaking these words in great anger. So Rosha means anger, Sa-rosha, with anger. And Ratre Swapna Deke, so seeing in a dream in the night. Okay, so some unnamed Brahmin comes to him in the night and speaks angry words. Mishra tumi putre tatta kichui na jano Bhartsana tadana kora utra korimano. My dear Mishra, you do not know anything about your son. You think him your son, and therefore you rebuke and chastise him. So, putrera tattva, the tattva, the truth, the reality, the ontological identity of your son, of the son, putrer. Kichui najano. So we just had the word kichu, which can mean little. And when there's this I on the end, that has a function of making it stronger emphasis. So kichui means practically nothing at all. Kichui na jano. You do not know at all anything what is the tattva of your son. Bhartsana tadana. Tadana can also mean scolding. I wonder if Bhartsana is a Sanskrit word. 1 second. Oh. Was it long A? No, it's short. Okay. Bartsa. Bartsaka. Bartsana, yes. Threatening. A threat, a menace, or curse. Avabartsana is scolding or threatening, whatever that means. So it has a quite strong sense. Okay. Mishra Deva Siddha Munik Henenoi Jeshe Boro Hauk Matra Amaratanoi. Jagannath Mishra replied, "This boy may be a demigod, a mystic yogi, or a great saintly person. It doesn't matter what he is, for I think he is only my son." Deva Siddha Muni Henenoi. He might be that, he might not. E J She Boro. However great he may be, Hauk, let him be. Let him be great. Matra Amar Tanoi, he is only my son, Tanoi. Yeah. Okay. So I think I will stop there. And come back here. Okay. Next week, actually starting already tomorrow, there's a couple of things you might be interested in if you have time. Where's my calendar? Here it is. Tomorrow we're having a session with the China devotees, something I haven't done in quite some time. They asked me to continue our overview of the Bhagavatam, and so we're going to be going through Canto 8, Chapter 17, and maybe 18. That's going to happen. Oh, I don't know what time it is. In China, it's going to be 7 p.m. What does that make it for us? Anybody can tell me?
This is 1 in Central, it's CAT.
Okay, 1 o'clock. Thank you.
1 o'clock, yes.
Yeah. And was this link shared?
Yes, it was.
Good. Okay. And then the other thing that's happening on Wednesday, I've been asked to come on to Wisdom of the Sages podcast. This is the intrepid Kaustuba Prabhu. Raghunath Prabhu is normally also, but he won't be there this time. He's traveling. So, and I think we'll be talking about the Bhagavatam. I don't know about that link. I haven't gotten that link yet myself, but presumably we'll get it soon. But I would think you can find it also online. The Wisdom of the Sages is what it is.
Yes.
And that's going to have also at 1 o'clock European time, because it's going to be 7 o'clock in the morning in New York. Yeah.
And on Monday, Guru Maharaj, 8th of April, you also have into
Oh,
the.
yeah. Well, yeah, I guess you're welcome to join that. That's going to be kind of introducing a course, which we're going to be giving. It's going to go online with the Oxford Center for Hindu Studies. And the course is an introduction to the Bhagavatam. So it's going to be on Monday, myself and Radhika Raman speaking about that, and I guess asking questions for those who might want to take that course. Okay, then what else? Yeah, that's about it. I'm going to be having His Holiness Trivikram Swami here as a guest on Friday, and he has agreed to be interviewed, which we will record. Yeah, we'll ask him about his adventures in Krishna consciousness, which he's had many of over the many years. And other than that, or beyond that, we will keep busy in different ways. And next Saturday, we can have Saturday Sangha again, if you like. Do you like?
Yes,
You
we
like.
like Guru Maharaj. Yes.
Kaveri, you raised your hand, I think.
Yeah, no, it was also for the Monday program at the Oxford Center for Hindu Studies, which they have. If you get to their website or their Instagram, they have a link for that. It's a free.
Okay.
You can join for free.
You can join for free on Monday. Yes.
Especially, I'll be working during the eclipse, but I think it's a pretty auspicious thing to do that day.
Ah, yes. Yes. Best way to spend an eclipse day.
We can steal some time to do that.
We can steal time to do this. Exactly. Okay, good. So I will say thank you all for joining, and I do hope you have a nice week. And yes, I see Mathura Mohan. He's already can't wait to come to Europe, right? Together with Madhupuri. Okay. Yes. See. he's giving the Indian nod. Huh? Okay. So I'll say thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Navarinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari
Hari Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Hare
Jai
Krishna.
Guru Maharaj.
Jai.
Hari Bol.
Jai Srila
Hari Bol.
Prabhupada.
Oh, yeah.